Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer and another unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at Blitz Bowl, the Ultimate Edition, which is a game of gladiatorial sports mayhem. It's for ages 12 and up, 30 minutes, 2 players, and is published by Warhammer. Now, I have a couple different versions of Blitz Bowl and another version of the Ultimate Edition, and I didn't know they were doing this, but they've been doing it with the regular Blood Bowl. As it looks like the Ultimate Edition, they're coming out with or at least this is the second box I know of, but it has different factions than the original one. The original one, I believe, was the humans and the Skavens. This one's actually going to be dwarves and orcs. So if you have the original Ultimate Edition of Blitz Bowl, this one's going to give you 2 more factions to play. That is really cool. I also know they're pointing you to bloodbowl.com rather than blitzbowl.com for the link as well. So they might be integrating them more. I think, so Blitz Bowl, when it first came out, I think it was just kind of and it still is, it's like an introduction into Blood Bowl, and I think they kind of put it out just to see how it did, and I believe it actually did a lot better than they expected, and it's actually been getting some love. And I personally really like this game. I would almost rather play this in Blood Bowl myself because it's a shorter, faster game and not as rules heavy. All right, so it looks like we have this nice little cover sheet right on the top, which is going to protect all of the sprues. So we'll put that off to the side. Okay, that's kind of, I like how that is. All right, so it looks like the first thing we're going to see when we get in here, and I'm going to push this off to the side so we can take a better look, is we're going to see the sprues for both of the miniatures, or all the sets of miniatures in the game. Okay, and it looks like the red one here I'm guessing these are going to be the orcs. Let's see, I try to keep this focused. I'm trying to keep the glare off stuff. Okay, I do like how every faction, they always give you, a little coin. They always give you your little stand for your ball and everything else. I have so many different spiked footballs. It's funny. Okay, and then what do we have here? Are these going to be these look like they're probably our dwarves. Whew, I had that off camera. I was trying to figure out what it was. All right, and I do like how the fact that these actually push together really good. You can glue them, but you know what? I've never glued any of these, and I've never had a problem. They all stay together really well. But boy, yeah, the old ones, man, you had the little flat pieces. You had to glue them, and my fingers would glue to themselves, and it was just kind of really, really nasty. All right, let's get this back over here and let's see what else we have in the box. Okay, so we're going to have all of our bases that we need for all of our figures, and it looks like all the bases are going to be the same. All right, we're going to have a slot, so some of them may go into the peg, some may be on a slot. Not really sure. We'll get into that once I start building these things, but we'll put those off to the side. Now, inside of here, I'm guessing this might be some dice. I don't know. They've been putting their dice in little bags lately. And oh, yeah. That's what's in there. Okay, get out of there. Get out of there. There's the dice. It just doesn't want to come out. All right, there we go. And, okay, no more dice are in that bag. And there you go. There's your dice. Okay, and it looks like we got a couple different ones here, I believe. So we got I know some 8s and some 6s, but are all the 6s the same? That's the question. Yep, I think all the 6s are probably the same. Well, other than that one, just all numbers. These ones have symbols, so we have 2 numbers, 2 of that. Okay, and then our other dice. But yeah, they look and feel. Their dice have always been just fantastic. I've never had a problem with any of the dice that I've gotten from anything from Warhammer. All right, now this is going to be our nice little card box they're giving us. Oops, hey, look at that. It actually opens on this side. I thought they had it sealed for some reason. And I was going to cut the seal. That would have been bad. Some of you would have really cringed if I had done that. All right, and so let's see what we have in this card box. All right. I like these 2 guys. I used to read the books, the Blood Bowl books that came out. I think these are the 2 guys that did a lot of they remind me of the 2 guys that did the narration in the books as well. All right. That new player sure looks promising, Jim. You're right about that, Bob. They managed to survive their first 5 minutes. All right, raw talent, rookies to watch. Okay, so it looks like we are going to get, okay, so we've got some random events. We'll flip through. We're going to have some drills. Now, these drills, if I remember, are designed to help teach you the game, so we'll put those off to the side. And then we're going to have some challenge, different things. Okay, all right, so let's look at these. Bonus play, bonus play. So it looks like they're almost 2-sided for different stuff. So we'll flip it. We'll look at both sides. There we go. Okay, just to give you an idea what these things look like. And as always, the art on these is just, It just cracks me up. Blood Bowl has always been so much fun. I remember when it first came out, way back in the day, I used to play it. And then so many years went by, they changed the game so many different times. I ended up losing all my Blood Bowl stuff. I got some of it back. But then I just ended up getting into Blitz Bowl instead. I do know there's some local Blood Bowl tournaments that are around here all the time. I got a friend of mine that plays on them and runs one. So yeah. So they're always, oh, it looks like we got to take them down. Okay. All right. And if you need to, pause to take a look at that, but I'm sure you've probably already done that on the first card that I flipped through super fast because you couldn't read them. All right. Looks like these sides, there's duplicates of pretty much everything. Okay. And I'm trying to remember if it just has to do with some of the different people in the game. I don't remember. All right. And so these are going to be your drills. Okay, so the nice thing about the drills is you're going to set up the game board as shown below, and then it basically is to tell you, you have to try to do this, and that's going to teach you how to play it. And scoring a touchdown, this basically drill is going to show you how to score a touchdown, how to throw the ball, part 1 and part 2, blocking part 1 and part 2, and then getting up close and controlling the board. So that's the beauty about these cards here. They're going to step you through the game. So just go through those drills. If you don't know anything about the game, go through those, and you're going to learn how to play the game. You're going to know how to play it, and it's going to be easy to go at that. Okay, and random events that are going to come up. Empty the bench. All reserve players may make free reserve actions. There you go. Always good. Get them people off the bench. And they're probably going to go out in the field or out on the pitch and, well, do stuff they're not supposed to be doing. Look at, throw a banana under the ref, probably. All right. Okay, I think the ref is the one position or the one person on the pitch I would not want to be playing this game because, wow, there's no respect for the refs. Okay, and let me just verify. Yep, we're going to have some stuff in here. So let's take this guy, put him offside. Looks like his paper did get a little damaged in transit, so we'll have to do a little repair there. Okay, actually, those cards are all going to go back in the box. I'll figure that out here in a minute. You guys don't want to watch me put everything back together. Okay, and inside of this one over here, we're going to have, these are going to be our teams, okay? And so this is the cool thing about the Ultimate Edition, is it gives you cards for all of the teams, even if you don't have the Blitz Bowl teams, because you can use the Blood Bowl ones and play Blitz Bowl with them. That's the cool thing about them. So you got the Wood Elves, the Vampires, the Snotlings, the Skabens. I have to compare that with my other one. Shambling Undead, the Orcs, the Ogres. We got the Nurgles, the Norse. So many of them. The Necromantic team, the Lizardmen, Khorne, Imperial Noble, the Humans, the Halflings, the Goblins, the ones everyone knows, the Gnomes, the Elven Union. They've unionized. All right, the Dwarves, the Dark Elves. They were always fun. The Chaos, one of my favorites. The Black Orcs. I really love those. And the Amazon team. Okay, and that is all of those. So we're just going to put those back in here for right now. I'll put everything back in its little boxes a little bit later. All right, and now we're going to have the Blitz Bowl Ultimate Edition Rulebook, which is 40 pages, and the cover, this outer cover is super thick. But the nice thing is you're going to have this nice reference on the back. You got your game sequence, Coach A's turn, Coach B's turn, got your block results. So that's definitely going to be on the table. It's going to help you out. It'd be nice. I like it when these are also their separate sheets too, which is really nice. But they put it on the back of the rule book. All right, let's flip this sideways so we can actually take a look here. All right, and greetings, sports fans. Okay, there's your Dwarf Cannoneers, and I believe on the back over here was going to be your Orc Rampagers, which is the two factions we're going to be playing in this version. Okay, little table of contents, kind of tell you what section you're going to go to. Okay, all right, the Dwarf Cannoneers. So there's all your contents of your box. Give you an idea what your pitch is going to look like, and learning the basics of the game. Now, the nice thing about Blitz Bowl is Blitz Bowl was to me, it was so easy to learn compared to Blood Bowl. I mean, I love Blood Bowl, but there's a lot of other rules and a lot of other abilities that your star players and whatnot can have that you just don't have in Blitz Bowl. And Blitz Bowl is just a short, fast game. I like the short, fast game. Now, I have had some really short games of Blood Bowl because I've been murdered that fast. I love the game. I'm just so horrible at it. All right, the dwarf rune ball, the different types of balls, and the extra spiky balls, and the squig ball. All right, the crush. Today's contenders, and there you go. And you can see how to paint them right there if you want to paint them up, if that's what you do. All right, how to assemble them. Okay, very nice. Additional teams and the entire world of Blood Bowl. All right, so if you really want to get in, I know it's second season, I've looked at some of that. Oh yeah, Dungeon Bowl. Dungeon Bowl was always fun back in the day. Haven't played a long time. And then a nice little glossary in the back for everything that you're going to need. Trapdoor, tunnels, yeah, square. So everything you need to know. Okay, put him off to the side. Okay, so now we're going to come out here. It looks like, boy, they put everything in sleeves. It's actually kind of cool, but yeah. Let's put this off, and now we're going to have the pitch. Okay, so let's see if we can make a little more room here, because the pitch takes up quite a bit of space, and I want you guys to see what this looks like. All right, now we'll actually just get this out of here real fast because there's only one punch board from what I can see, and well, that's done. And you're going to have your two dugouts. Okay, so you have your two dugouts for both your teams. Your distance measuring ruler, I'm going to put that on the base of your figure, so you have like your different ranges, how you do. But you cannot play Blitz Bowl unless you have a pitch. Now, let's see if we can turn this sideways and see if we can get this all on the screen. I think I can be really, oh yeah, look at that. Okay, there you go. So, you know, my brain just blanked and I can barely remember how to play it, but I believe these are the trapdoors that the balls are probably going to come out. We got some obstacles that are going to be in the way. Looks like we got some areas for scoring. This is going to be looks like a scatter diagram. 1, 2, 3. This might be for different events, if I remember right, and your card decks are going to come up here. All right, but what's the pitch on the other side look like? That's what I want to see, and let's make that right side up for you guys as well. Okay, so it looks like everything's basically going to be the same on the top. Okay, your card sections, you got your splatter. Looks like there might only be one place the ball is going to pop out here, and a couple big obstacles right there. And there you go. And looks like you're going to be coming in on both sides. Okay, your dugouts are going to be over there. So there you go. And that is everything that I can see that's in the box of Blitz Bowl Ultimate Edition. Now, the main question is, how's all this going to go back together? And I don't think it's going to go back very hard. I'm going to put all this stuff back in its little sleeves, but just to show you how it all goes back together, I'm just going to leave the sleeves out for right now because I don't think you guys really want to watch me put everything back in sleeves. That's about as boring as it gets. But like I said, I'm going to put all these stuffs back. Okay, these will get used again. I'm going to put them off to the side. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to put them all back in. So all this stuff's going to go back in here, no problem. I'm going to get me some Ziploc bags because those are going to go in some Ziploc bags. Now, I do have all the bases. Okay, all the figures are going to get built. Now, what I don't see is I don't see how all the figures are actually going to go in here once they're built. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know yet. But we'll see if we can figure that out. So we'll put the ruler in. Let's just go ahead and put the dugout pieces in right now. I'll get all this built up later on. Let's stick this on the very top. And let's get the lid. Get this put back together. All right, and there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is everything you're going to get if you buy Blitz Bowl Ultimate Edition. And if you look for this cover, that's going to tell you what you're going to get inside this box. I do know there's other versions of Ultimate Edition. Like I said, they're humans and Skavens. It's going to be a little bit different cover, and that's how you're going to know the difference. The two teams you're battling are always on the cover. Looks like we got a Barnes & Noble exclusive on this thing. And I believe that's just for the first several months it's out. And there you go. Sports Mayhem. Leave any comments you have down below. And as always, thank you for watching.
Join the Superhero Registration Act. Never! Don't do drugs.